think the dog's wondering what's going on. So before we get started today, we've got a few packages to open. So just crack on with these. We'll do this one first. So, Genelite plastic stick. So if you're wondering what that's for, I need to repair the headlight here. So, I mean, a new headlight can be anything from sort of €300 upwards. So what my idea is to just put a little bit on the light, shape it as best I can, wait for it to dry, and then sand it and fill in any tiny little cracks with filler, and then repaint the edge. So next up is this one. So it's a DIY headlight restoration kit. So as well as fixing the chip, the headlights are a bit scratched, dull. We've got that old sort of peeling plastic film, so I can do both of those as well. No chips or sort of big marks on this one, so that one should be a lot easier. So next up is this big box. Again, it's another two-part compound. So as you've probably seen from a previous episode, I've been trying to repair the back bumper, and in particular the fins on the diffuser, sort of rear bumper part. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use these two compounds. You rub them together, and then you can make a mould of the existing part of the bumper that's good, and then we can use something, either fiberglass or maybe even something like this, to put in the mould and make the shape that we need to fix back into the part of the bumper that's missing. So last but not least is this big one, which has actually been sent in from somebody who I got in contact with on Facebook, who's actually a subscriber to the channel. There's a few bits and pieces that I need, that I'll be needing in the future. So a big thank you to Isa. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. So it's come all the way from the Netherlands. Wow, look at this. So it's the housing for the air filter. So that bit unscrews there. And there we go. And your air filter goes in there. So he did tell me as well that it is a little bit damaged somewhere. A little bit of the plastic is broken. There it is, yeah, on here. But that's going to be quite a simple repair. So that's brilliant, that's fantastic. Thanks for sending that. That's much appreciated. And you also put in the box a few other little bits. So part of the audio system. That's going to come in really useful. And then here as well, a couple of little speakers which go in the door. So we'll be looking at all this in a future episode. But for now, for today, we're going to get on with the bumper. We'll give the bumper a clean up first. Start mixing this together. Do a few little tests and see if we can get a result. Okay, so this is the plan. You've probably seen in a previous episode that we repaired this section of the bumper. So first stage done. So what's left is these two bits here, these two fins. But we've got to remember to leave a hole there like that, for the tow hook, which screws onto there, it pokes through. So I reached out to some other Barchetta owners and they kindly sent me some pictures of how it should look, so I can see all the detail and see what we need to do. So my idea is to make a mould of, say, a section like this, and then from that mould create the missing pieces and somehow stick them there. So let's crack on and see what we can do. So let's give this thing a wash. And then we'll start doing the mould. Okay, so I think what we'll do first is we'll do a little test over a section and we'll see how it comes out, rather than use it all and try it all in one go. We'll do a little test. So it says the working time is 5 minutes and the setting time is 20 minutes. So it's a bit cooler now, so we're probably okay for the temperature, so I'll probably get about 5 minutes to mould it as I want it, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we have our two pots. I'm going to try and get an equal amount of both, and then mix it together, and then put it on a bit of the bumper, and leave it on there to dry and see if we can make a mould. I think they're equal. I'm just going to mould it over part of the bumper. I'll try and zoom in. We'll see what we get. I can feel it actually setting a bit, so I haven't got much time. It's actually going off hard pretty quick, so I've not got much time, I think, to mix it up. I might have to have another go to test it. Okay, so it's actually dried. It dried really quickly, but we have got a mould. So I could put fiberglass or this. That's another idea. The stuff to make the plastic. But the problem I've got is it goes off and it sets really quickly. First proper attempt. It's not bad. So I think I'll have to roll it out flatter and then try and work it around. Okay, we're inside. The silicone just dries out too quickly outside. I mean, it must be 35 degrees out there. Even sort of first thing this morning when I tried, it just set too quickly and you can't mould it or do anything. So we're inside now. It's a lot cooler, and we'll give it a try in here and see if we can get it to work. I think the dog's wondering what's going on, but anyway, let's make a start. There we go. Not bad. As you can see, I've had quite a few attempts at making moulds. Some better than others. That's the one that's on at the moment. I'm not going to need this for anything else, so I might as well use it up. And keep practicing and getting the best one I can. And then we'll try and make something out of the mould. So just using fiberglass resin, we're going to pour it in the mould, let it set, and then see what happens. Alright, let's see how it turned out. Still a bit warm, so I think the chemical reaction of the resin is still still going on. I'm not sure. It's obviously not perfect, it needs a little rub down, but I think I've got the curved edge there. I'm not sure if this is going to line up. The shape isn't great either. I don't think this is going to work.